All right, let's talk about a shift in technology that could genuinely give you back 20 hours of your work week. Seriously. It's called the Agentic Shift, and it's all about moving from being stuck managing your business to finally being able to lead it. Let's get into how it works.
So let me ask you this question, and be honest with yourself. Are you managing your business, or are you truly leading it? Because if you feel like you're just constantly buried in day-to-day tasks, putting out the same fires over and over again instead of thinking about the big picture, well, you're not alone. But there is a way to fundamentally change that. And look, the solution here isn't just another productivity tool or a fancy new app. We're talking about a massive shift from AI that just answers your questions to an AI that actually takes action. This is the whole idea behind the Agentic AI shift. It's about getting systems that don't just help you do the work, they can do the work for you.
So what is Agentic AI, really? Think of it like this. These are autonomous systems that can plan out a task, execute all the steps, and even check their own work when they're done. It's less like a tool and more like a super capable digital employee who can handle an entire process without you having to micromanage every single step.
And this table right here illustrates the difference perfectly. You see a simple chatbot, it suggests what to do next. An AI agent, it just does it. It doesn't just read information, it can write information back into your systems. It remembers past conversations. But the real kicker, the absolute game changer, is that bottom line, the resolution rate. A chatbot might solve, 10 to 20% of problems? An AI agent can clear 80% or more because it can actually reason its way to a solution.
This quote from Accelerated it nails it. An AI agent is an active participant. It's not just sitting there waiting for a message. It's behaving like a real member of your team, qualifying leads, scheduling meetings, and updating your sales pipeline, which frees up your people to do what they do best, build relationships.
Okay, so this all sounds incredibly powerful, right? But you're probably wondering, how do I even start without getting totally overwhelmed? Well, the good news is you don't have to boil the ocean. There's a really simple, practical roadmap to make this happen. Let's walk through it.
And here it is, super straightforward. Step 1, build your data foundation. You have to get your house in order first. Step 2, pick just one simple, repetitive workflow. The goal here is to start small and get a fast win. And step 3, deploy it with guardrails in place, meaning a human is still in the loop. This is how you get results quickly without freaking everybody out.
So when we say build your data foundation, what does that actually mean? Well, it's the prep work, and it's non-negotiable. An AI agent is only as smart as the data it can access. So this means cleaning up your CRM contacts, making sure everyone in the company agrees on what a qualified lead actually is, and just ensuring your different systems can talk to each other. Honestly, getting this part right is the biggest predictor of success.
All right, so you've done the prep work. Now for the fun part, the payoff. The return on this kind of investment isn't just some theory. It's being measured. And trust me, the numbers are wild.
Okay, check this out. A recent Stanford study actually measured these productivity gains. Basic AI systems got a respectable 22% boost. More advanced automation pushed that to 40%. But then you get to Agentic AI. The median productivity gain jumps to a staggering 71%. We're not talking about a small improvement here. This is a completely different league. So where do you get the quickest wins? Well, for most small and medium-sized businesses, it's in these high-volume areas. Things like qualifying a new lead the second it hits your inbox, handling customer questions 24/7, automating all that back and forth for appointment scheduling. You know, all the stuff that just eats up hours and hours of your team's day. And that brings us to maybe the most critical decision you'll make when you start this journey, choosing that very first workflow to hand over to an agent. If you get this right, you build momentum, you get your team excited, and you prove this whole concept works.
So what's the secret? This piece of advice from Alaware is pure gold. Don't try to solve your most complicated, brain-bending problem first. No way. Find the task that your team does over and over and over again. The one that's simple, but just incredibly time-consuming. That's your target. That is the fastest path to a win you can actually measure. And to make it even easier, here's a little checklist to help you pick a winner. Just ask yourself these 4 questions. 1. Is it high volume and repetitive? 2. Is it super clear what success looks like? 3. If something goes wrong, can a person easily step in and fix it? And 4. Circling all the way back to the beginning. Does the agent have the clean data it needs? If you can say yes to all of these, you've found your starting point. Now, as we start to wrap up here, I just want to touch on why this isn't something you can just put on a to-do list for next year. Honestly, adopting this kind of strategy is becoming a competitive must-have, and the cost of doing nothing is very, very real.
Look at this number, 78 billion pounds. That's the estimated opportunity gap just for small and medium businesses in the UK. That is how much value is being left on the table by not using these tools. The businesses that are jumping on this now are building an advantage that compounds every single month.
So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. The technology is here. It's affordable. It works. The tools to build a digital workforce that handles all your grunt work are available right now. Your competitors are building theirs. The only question left is, what will you build?